We need the Mournblade to strike down the fiend that is the Realm Scourge. So, at the behest of Gilgamesh, Sterne and I took to the road on a journey to track it down. This is what happened during our travels. What's the matter? Need a break?
I'm fine.
That's the royal flower of Leonis.
How did you know that?
I traveled the realm to hone my swordsmanship and learned a fair deal along the way. But more importantly, why does that flower grow all the way out here? We're practically on the border between Leonis and Bizet. There's a village just ahead. Let's rest there for the night. You don't look like you're doing so well.
You go on ahead.
Alone? If it's Gil you're worried about, we have plenty.
I shall spend the night here. Meet me here on the morn.
Come now. I didn't want to say this, but I can tell you're not used to life on the road. It's something we all go through. It's just...
Just what?
You groan in your sleep every night, though I doubt you've noticed it. The anguish on your face only deepens with each passing night. Now, we have been sleeping outdoors since our journey began. I think it's best for us to get a proper night's rest here while we have the chance.
I am fine here, truly.
Well, if you insist. I'll see you here tomorrow morning, then. The sun will be setting soon. But even so, it's strange how there isn't a soul in sight. I thought this was an older village, yet these houses have all been built recently. Or perhaps rebuilt. Then there's this presence as well. Their eyes are on me, watching my every move. They feel anger, fear, and hatred. I see. I suppose this makes me an unwelcome guest. Be that as it may. I think I'll work up an appetite before dinner. So, how long do you intend on hiding? You're the ones who set these wolves on me, aren't you?
Indeed we are.
Would you mind telling me why?
because outsiders aren't welcome here. We don't want any more trouble.
I'm just looking for a place to drink and rest my bones.
Well, you won't find it here. So be gone from this place, or else.
Oh, come on. You've seen what I'm capable of, haven't you? You know exactly how it's going to end if you try and pull that on me. Fine. I'll leave so you can put your weapons away. Sterne.
I smelled blood.
There's no cause for concern here. I'm good.
No!
He's back! Save us!
What are they talking about? Hey! Wait! What happened to that village? If you don't want to talk about it, you can say so.
I destroyed it.
I see. That explains why the houses have been built anew. But why did you do such a thing?
It was the armor that Sadali gave me.
Ah, Gilgamesh told me about that. He said you were tainted by the darkness of some magic armor that Sadali made.
I do not intend to blame the armor for all that transpired.
But you overcame the darkness, didn't you? You can't be bound by the past forever.
My arrogance brought pain and suffering upon countless people. I thought the world was wrong, and only I was right. Even before I put on that suit of armor. Though the darkness in my heart may fade away, my regrets and guilt linger. They are a burden I must bear until the day I die.
There's no shame in talking about what happened. I'd gladly lend an ear if it lightens the load, even if only a little.
No. The weight upon my shoulders sits heavy. But that is what I deserve. I slaughtered the villagers and razed their homes. I even murdered my father with my own hands. The sins I have committed can never be atoned for.
So that's what haunts you in your sleep. Still, if this continues... I know you haven't been sleeping well for a while now. At this rate, your body will give out before we find the Mournblade. Can I ask you something? What do you live for? I guess that's a hard one to answer. Let me ask you this. What's your dream? What is it that you truly desire? Come on, there must be something.
I desire only to see my brother crowned king of Ardra. I would gladly lay down my life to see it done.
That's a fine dream.
Is it?
I believe it will come true. Which is why you need to rest well. You'll need your strength to see it through. All I can do is try to bolster his spirits. But my attempts were in vain. Sterne grew weaker and quieter by the day. I don't want to imagine what might happen if his condition continues to worsen. But I don't know how to help him. And night is upon us once more. Sterne. Damn it, not again. I know that nightmares torment him in his sleep. But what exactly is it that he faces in his dreams? What could be causing him such pain? Sterne.
A report from the border, sire. A brigade is under attack by bandits near the border of Horn.
Bandits?
Father, allow me!
No, I will be the one to go.
But why? Do you believe me incapable?
Do not be so quick to seek glory.
I couldn't care less about glory. Please provide a reason.
In due time.
You always say that, Father. But when?
Soon enough. We need not discuss this further.
This memory. This is when Mashari's carriage was attacked by Fennis. You always say that fighting on the field is the only true way to train. Is that not so, Father?
Precisely.
Then...
The Leonis line shall live on, even should we fall afoul of gods to defend it. Take those words to heart, and not else.
Father already knew. He anticipated Fennis allying with Horn and going to war. He was willing to play the role of a king who abandoned his country and incur any ridicule that followed. He left Mother and I in the castle so that we may live, then made for Wazette with Mont. I reviled Father for his actions that day, never knowing how he truly felt. That's right. But you did nothing wrong. You acted only as you should have. Who goes there? Who, you ask? You know the answer better than anyone. You! Do you intend to lay the blame at my feet? What? Hatred grew within your heart with every presumed insult. And thus, I was born. Which makes me yet another one of your victims. Do you not see? Everyone would have been happy if only you did not exist. If only you were gone. If I were gone. So you finally understand. Then you know what must be done, don't you? Leave the rest to me. Do so, and your past shall torment you no longer. You can sleep peacefully through the night and live life as you please. That's right. Say it. Say that you shall let me take control.
Stern!
That voice. Seymour? I was so close.
Finally, you're awake.
What happened?
You were crying out in your sleep. It was no ordinary nightmare, that's for sure. Seems to me that a powerful darkness has taken quite a liking to you.
Monsters.
They wouldn't have been an issue if I were on my own. But I didn't want anything to happen to you while you were asleep. Which is why I woke you. No hard feelings, I hope.
None. It seems you saved me.
Are you all right?
I am.
Then let us be rid of these beasts. Sterne continued to be plagued by nightmares every night, and grew weaker by the day. I suggested putting our journey to find the Mournblade on hold, but Sterne would have none of it. Eventually, I realized that Sterne was fighting someone in his dreams. Unfortunately, there wasn't much I could do, but I intended to stay by his side until the bitter end nonetheless. Is something wrong?
I would like to rest here for the night.
That's fine with me, but... We've barely covered any distance, and he's exhausted already.
But what?
It's nothing. After the sun went down and night fell upon the land,
What?
Sterne. Make your decision. Will you take this ring as your own?
What of Mont? Did you press Mont with the same decision?
No,
Why?
but a few moons have passed since Leona's castle was abandoned. And yet, Mont has grown by leaps and bounds.
I know. I have never underestimated him, nor will I now.
Do you believe you can best Mont?
You insinuate that I would lose? And so you insist that I take this ring from you?
Make your own assessment. And then make your decision.
Silence! Wait!
So, you have come. Why do you stop me? Do you truly think Elda will come back to life if you spare him here? You cannot change what awaits you. Darkness is ever at your side. Despair will consume you. It is time you recognize that. Do you not wish to be free from your suffering? Well then, kill Elda. Forget what you read in Leona's castle and remember what matters. The hatred you felt. Your days of living in humiliation. Otherwise, you and I are doomed to wither and die. Is that what you want? Do you wish to die out here like a worthless dog? No, I think not. You have to live. What are you laughing about? I never imagined I would have a nightmare like this. Here, of all places. What do you mean? The place Seymour and I are resting for the night. It is the very spot I betrayed Leonis. This is where I turned my blade on Father for the first time. If not for Gilgamesh, I may have cut down both him and Mont. As you should have. If you have not the courage to slay Elda, then so be it. I shall do it. You need only watch and accept fate. But stand in my way, and you may find yourself upon my blade. So after feeding my guilt and sapping me of my strength, you finally show your true purpose. You would see me dead, and use my body as your own. But know this. You will never be me. This ends here and now. Curse you! This isn't over yet! What are you doing? Why would you go so far only to embrace despair? Become the embodiment of your past. That is the only way for us to survive. Silence!
Fill yourself with hate. Hate for Elda, and hate for your own naivete! Did you not despise Elda from the very depths of your heart? And yet you protect him! Why?
Does it matter?
You mean to accept the despicable, never-ending burden of your darkness? You weren't wrong! You had no choice! You know it to be true!
If this continues, you will be consumed by darkness. Then so be it. But I will not waver. Even if your decision leads only to ruin, you made the right choice. Abandoning Leonis and killing Elda. It was all as it should be.
There were no other paths before you.
Which is why... do not underestimate the blood of Leonis. No matter what happens, I will live. I will bear the weight of it all. Then, there is nothing more for me to say. Strike me down, and linger here no longer. Very well. That is the resolve of Leonis. You were neither darkness nor a nightmare. You were just...
Sterne?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Father,
You would still call me father, after all you endured.
please, forgive my folly.
What do you mean?
I knew nothing of what you were going through.
You read my diary.
I did. If I had not veered from the path, you would still be...
That is untrue.
What? But... it was my foolishness that took your life.
If I had lived, would that make the path you tread right? There is no way of knowing now if the decisions you made were right or wrong. The answer will come to you when you breathe your last breath.
And Father, you...
I believe what I have done is right. Because the path I walked led me to you and Mont.
Father...
Within us runs the blood of Leonis, and that will never change. If you wish to do what is right, you must live a life worthy of that lineage. But you needn't walk that path if you have no desire to. No matter your choice, you will always be my precious son.
Father...
Dry your tears. This is no time to get swept away by your emotions. The era of me and my ilk has come and gone. gone. Do not look back. Fix your gaze upon the future and walk tall. Your generation's era has already begun.
Our era.
Now go, and may the flowers of your beliefs flourish.
Father.
Live, Sterne. My son.
Father.
Ah, you're awake. You were groaning yet again, but it looks as though a weight has been lifted off your shoulders.
Dawn is breaking.
These flowers, they bloom, almost as if to guide us.
I learned of them when I was a child. They were planted as a symbol of our alliance with Wazette. But I do not see them as a relic of the past. They remain a path to the future for both nations.
Did something happen in your dream?
Why do you ask?
You seem at peace.
I apologize for worrying you.
Think nothing of it.
I see now that I was mistaken. I thought that darkness was evil in its purest form. I believed it could bring naught but destruction.
And you were wrong?
I was indeed.
You speak of coexistence. In that case, let me share some wisdom with you. In the East, we have a saying: dreams and reality are like a sword and its scabbard.
Dreams and reality are like a sword and its scabbard.
Ideals and reality are two different things, but both are necessary, and we must strike a balance between them. For you, I think the same can be said of darkness and light. Hey, where are you going?
To make up for lost time, let us get back on the road.
Right behind you.